E. This is the writing vlog where I finish writing the first draft of my book before I go into labor. But I am determined to finish the first draft of my book. It's currently at, I think, 51,000 words, and I've had a goal of writing 1,250 words a day, 5 days a week. So far, I did that last week. I've been writing this book since November, and then December was really hard. A lot was going on just in my personal life, and then I got the flu. Well, first my husband got the flu, then I got the flu, then my daughter got the flu, and then after I finally got over the flu, it was replaced with a sinus infection, which was somehow worse. Honestly, yesterday was probably one of the first days I didn't have significant sinus pain. So I'm finally healing. Yay. Just in time to go into labor. Anyways, rather be sick before I go into labor than during labor, because that's what happened last time. My husband was sick when I went into labor. Anyways, the goal is to finish writing this book. I have a very manageable word count goal every day. I really only realistically have like maybe 15,000 words left to write. Sparks in Iceland was about 65,000 words, so I kind of assume this book is going to be about the same. And based off of what I'm writing right now, that seems to be checking out. So basically, what my days look like right now is in the morning, we kind of just have a chill morning. My husband works night shift, so we all hang out in the morning, and then my husband will watch my daughter for like an hour so I can walk on my little treadmill and get some work done on the treadmill. And then during her nap time, I use her nap time right now exclusively for writing, and then also to post on social media because I don't like to be on my phone in front of her. You need wipes? Okay. And then after she wakes up from her nap, we tend to run errands. Or right now, I'm in full nesting mode and doing freezer prep meals. So I'll like make dinner and eat a small portion for dinner, and then the rest gets thrown into the freezer. That's what we're doing today. And then when she goes to bed, I will finish up any work that I have to, like if I didn't meet my word count goals, or I'll do whatever nesting projects I need to do, which currently is reorganizing our closet. In case you're wondering what chaos is going on right now, my daughter is drying and also cleaning up what she is getting everywhere. Anywho, we are in the final stretch of this book. The book I'm working on is tentatively called Project Italy. It's a billionaire fake dating closed door romance. It is going to release on Kickstarter first. I'm going to do the same sort of thing I did with Sparks in Iceland. And that Kickstarter is currently, like, you can follow the project on Kickstarter now. I will leave it linked down below. But we were in kind of, the fun and games section of the book for a while, which had me a little stuck because, to be honest, the middle of the book can be a little saggy. Now I'm in Act 3, drama is ensuing, and when I sit down to write, it's coming a lot easier, which is really good because I think if I wasn't in Act 3 right now, I would have to drop the book completely because I'm just tired. But we're going to be getting this girl down for a nap soon so we can get some writing done. Finished writing before my daughter woke up with 1,542 words. So now I get to put this little writing sticker in the 2026 writing planner. Woohoo! Another nap time, another writing session. officially done writing this week, and I wrote a total of 6,814 words this week, and that's with the goal of writing 1,250 words a day, but most of the time I wrote slightly more than that, so yay. And honestly, with where we're at plot-wise in the book, I probably realistically only have like another week or so left of the story. I think I'm gonna undershoot the word count. There's also like this little side story that I put in that I think I might take out. Like I half wrote it and the other half I haven't written, and I'm now realizing I don't really need it to add tension to the story, but it's like, should I still add it? I don't know. Part of me is like, I should write it in and then ask beta readers if this little side quest in the story adds to the story or if it can be just removed and we don't need it. Because I honestly think it can be removed, but it might still be fun to include it. I don't know. I'm going to think about that over the weekend because it is Friday and I won't be writing again till Monday. Officially 35 weeks pregnant today and enjoying my red raspberry leaf tea. It snowed a ton this weekend, so I am just very happy enjoying the vibes. And now, because my little one is down for a nap, it's time to get back to writing. Significantly more uncomfortable as time goes on, and I have less and less motivation to write and more motivation to cook as much food as possible and deep clean my house, despite the fact that I am too tired to physically stand to do that, but I still do that. I'm just exhausted. Anyways, I think the word count for this book is gonna be pretty low on the lower end because I am in the grand gesture phase of the book where a grand gesture is made so our lovely couple can make up and have their happily ever after. So I'm basically almost done. And then I typically write the bonus scene at the same time. And for those of you who don't know, this new thing that I'm doing for all my books going forward is that at the end of the book, there's a bonus scene, and to get the bonus scene, you have to sign up for my email list. I did that with Sparks in Iceland. It was awesome, and it helps me grow my email list no matter what book you start reading. So I typically like to write that and have it edited at the same time as I'm writing the actual book. But honestly, I might wait to write the bonus scene till I go and do my first round of edits. Just because I feel like whatever I do write for a bonus scene is just going to be meh. But we'll see. We'll see where I'm at. I'm like over it. I'm so over writing right now. I am almost 36 weeks pregnant now. So I'm like mentally checking out. And I'm tired. Like, every time I sit down to write, even if I'm on a roll, I'm like, I need a nap. Because if I sit for too long, that's what happens. Oh, and I also figured out a really good title for the book, but I can't use it. And the title is Rendezvous in Rome. So, like, the first book in the series is Sparks in Iceland. So, the second book in the series is going to be something in Rome or something in Italy. And I was like, oh, Rendezvous in Rome. Because I used the word rendezvous in the book. I'm like, ah. But then I realized rendezvous is like one of those words where the way it looks versus the way it's pronounced is so different, and I just don't think the majority of people will know how to spell rendezvous. I didn't. I had to Google it, or I should say speech to text it, because I didn't know how to spell it. And I was shocked by how it was spelled, so that kind of put a damper on things pretty quickly for me. So that's not going to be the official title of the book. Um, it would have been, but I just think it'll be a disservice to the book to have that be the title, because I don't think that's very search engine friendly. I don't think people will know how to spell it, and they'll have a hard time finding it. So we're not going to do that. But I thought I'd share it because I like the title. It just doesn't work. It has snowed so much the past couple days that our snowman that was in our yard, which is a very large snowman, like taller than me and my husband, he's buried in the snow. Anyways, got a haircut. I am 36 weeks pregnant. I am writing the last scene in my book. And I could have finished it today. And I still could finish it today, I suppose. But when I sit for that long, I want to take a nap. So, yeah, that's where we're at. I finished writing my book, but I'm so tired I can't even be excited about it. Oh my god, I am so exhausted. My creativity is tapped. The past couple days I've gotten like almost nothing done. I just wrote the ending to my book. I'm not gonna write the epilogue. I'm not gonna write the bonus scene. I've officially decided my creativity is tapped. But I wrote the end of the story, and the other two things I feel like it would be better for me to write after I've given birth and I've crossed the newborn stage and I'm doing self edits, because I'm also realizing that I don't really want to write the epilogue yet, because there's a lot of like side stories that I ended up adding in towards the end that I didn't have added towards the beginning. So it's kind of hard to wrap things up in the epilogue when I don't know how I've written them in the original story. So I've made a lot of notes for myself of things I need to do when I self-edit the manuscript. Obviously, not sending it to beta readers. So that's a bit of a bummer, because the original plan was to have this be sent to beta readers while I was at the beginning of my maternity leave, but now I'm going to go on my maternity leave and at some point return to this manuscript and do self-edits on it. The good news is the love story itself is pretty solid, and I feel really, really good about it. It's all the little side quests that I've added in just to give the story a little more depth. And a little more drama that needs a lot of work. You can tell I'm getting really tired pregnancy-wise, because on Monday I wrote 263 words. Yesterday was Tuesday, I wrote 779 words. And today is Wednesday and I wrote 874 words, and I was just trying to finish. The manuscript is over 60,000 words, so I'm pretty confident that once I go in and do self-edits and flesh out those little side quests and add in the drama that I need, that we will be about at the same word count as Sparks and Iceland, which is what I'm looking for. But that means I am officially done writing. I'm not officially done working. But I can say that once this vlog is edited, because that's kind of the last thing on my to-do list before I go on maternity leave. But then, after that, I'm going on maternity leave. I do still plan on posting videos about every other week. I've pre-filmed a bunch of stuff. I've prepped all this content, and basically all I have to do is schedule it out, and that's kind of the easiest part, is just scheduling it out. So you guys should still see videos from me. Anyways, I am frankly really, really proud of how I was able to push through this, because last time I was pregnant, I was not able to keep up with creative projects this late in the game, and the fact that I was able to, I'm really happy about that. With that said, the manuscript is definitely not my strongest first draft. It's pretty messy in some spots, mostly towards the end. I think it's pretty obvious that I was getting tired towards the end, and there were some scenes where I was just writing dialogue to get through the dialogue and to get through the scene, and then I'll need to flesh it out a bit more later. But that's the point of a first draft. We're just getting it down. I'm really happy with that. But to be totally frank, my brain cannot focus on writing a book right now. What my brain wants to do is panic clean my entire house. It wants to declutter my entire house and pre-make every meal imaginable. If you saw my deep freezer in the basement right now, I don't know if you'd be proud of me or embarrassed over the amount of food that I've made the past month. I have at least 2 or 3 months worth of meals in that freezer, and I'm very happy about that. And I'm not even done yet. I'm prepping smoothies, I'm prepping lactation bites, I'm prepping breakfast sandwiches, muffins. In case you're wondering what part of my panic is about, is I had really bad postpartum depression with my first pregnancy just because I didn't prep at all for postpartum, and now I have a game plan on how to tackle postpartum in terms of like nutrition and just taking care of myself, and taking care of my mental well-being, as well as like figuring out breastfeeding, which never really worked out the first time for me. So yeah, and I will be vlogging once I'm through the worst of the newborn stage. I do plan on vlogging once I start doing self-edits. So you guys will be able to see the chaos of me trying to figure out how to work with 2 children. But that's what I love about the writing vlogs, is showing the reality and the mess of it all. And I hope that's kind of been translated here. And I hope you guys have really enjoyed this writing vlog. I've enjoyed filming it. It's like 9 o'clock at night, but I'm probably going to start settling down for bed because I have not been sleeping great lately, and I'm exhausted right now. I'm going to end this writing vlog by taking off my writing sweatshirt, which, by the way, this is merch. It says, "This is my writing uniform." I actually love this design. But here is the bump we have currently. I will be 37 weeks in just a couple days. And I just feel like I have a full-term kid inside me right now because, my God, will he not stop pressing on everything. Anyways, thank you all for watching. I'll see you all in the next video.